What can we learn from following the prophet Moses? It's 11 days on foot from Egypt to Israel. 11 days walking, unless you're on an educational field trip, in which case it can be 40 years walking and wandering. That's the story of the children of Israel following Moses. This was an educational experience for them. Heavenly Father had prepared for them. And the concept wasn't all that hard. They had to remember one principle and pass one test. And basically it was this: trust me and trust my servant Moses, and I will take care of you. The Lord showed them the power he had, his awesome power, by dividing the Red Sea. So they walked through and didn't even get their feet muddy. And of course he closed it down and swallowed up the army of Pharaoh, just in case they wondered if he had the power to do the job. But it was more than that. He wanted to remind them over and over again. So he sent them manna to eat. And as you know, it would come every day. And it wouldn't last more than a day. Why? Because he wanted them to go out and gather it and bring it back. And while they're sitting down for breakfast, they could remember who gave them today's meal. And you couldn't keep it. You couldn't store it away and live on it for 3 weeks and forget the Lord. No, you had to do that every day, except the day before the Sabbath. And that would last an extra day. Why? Because the Lord wanted to teach them, this is my holy day. Rest on this day. Don't work. Don't go out and gather the manna. I've provided it for you over and over again. They got thirsty. Moses whacks a rock and water comes out of it. The Lord is telling them, trust me, and trust my servant, and see what I can do for you over and over again. But they never could seem to get out of their memory, or at least as they had thought about it, the flesh pots of Egypt, the rich meats, the rich food, the wine, women, and song, the parting, the good old days. Often they said, better we should have died in Egypt than come out here and starve to death. The Lord had such great patience with him. But they never got it. It was like the old saying, they wanted to please the Lord without offending the devil. A little bit of both, huh? Doesn't work that way. And so finally, he just let them walk and walk until that whole generation had passed away. And their children and their grandchildren received the great blessing of the promised land that would have been theirs. It's tragic. But before we shake our heads about their thick skulls, thick-headedness, might be well we examine our own trek through this land. Are we getting all the protection, all the blessings, all the comfort, all the inspiration to get through this journey of ours, through this life? Would the Lord like to give us more? And could we use more? Yeah? How do we get it? Follow the prophets. From Adam, from Enoch, from Noah, from Moses, all the way down through history. The story is the same. To our own day, are we following the living prophet? There are great blessings awaiting to us if we follow the prophet. Follow the prophet. Follow the prophet. He knows the way.
One of the most literal examples of following the prophet was the children of Israel following Moses. But they didn't follow him very well, constantly complaining and sometimes saying they wish they'd never even come on this trip.
Are we there yet? Yeah, just up ahead with this mountain, and then the next mountain, and then the mountain after that, and after that, and I'm gonna die out here. A lot of people have. Here's the problem. You see up there where the trail forks? When we get there, you put one foot in the right fork and one foot in the left fork and see how far you get, huh? That's stupid. I wouldn't get anywhere. Exactly. These people want to go with one foot in the camp of Israel and one foot back in the flesh pots of Egypt. But you, kid, you can make it. And if you do, light a candle for me and put it on something that isn't moving.
Moses was a prophet, sent to Israel. He entered into the promised land to dwell. They were still in enemies. They were in the wilderness for 40 years.
That whole generation passed away without ever being able to enter the promised land. But their children learned better. How important is it for us to teach our children to follow the Lord's anointed prophets?
I mean, I love all of them a lot. Especially the apostles and the prophet. They're always just, I don't know, like when they talk, they're like talking to you, and it just feels like they understand you. And I guess that's the main thing I get. They just like understand everything that you're going through. Yeah, I just feel like they're the most understanding people, where even if they haven't, like, a lot of them haven't been through my life because they don't live in the time I live in, and they're not a teenage girl in 2017, but they understand in a way that they like listen to the problem. They like try to understand instead of just, I don't know, I feel like it's so easy to just write off someone else's problems as like not as important. But I don't know, especially in our church, people of authority just, they never feel like bigger than you. They just are there to help you. Yes.
Would you feel the same way about Jesus and Heavenly Father?
Oh, yeah.